in the house, the fabulous and famous Charissa Bloomberg. Wonderful to have you, Charissa. I honestly think that when I look at my messages I've been getting the last few weeks, at least half of the listeners, all they want to do is listen to you.
Hello, Ron Mlungu. Really, my ego. Thank you so much. I needed a little pep up. Hello. I'm excited to be here, except it's a heavy topic.
It sure is. It sure is. Guys, you'll remember 2 weeks back, Charissa took us through how to break up with someone else, with our partner, with dignity and respect. This time, much more difficult. How do we handle it when our partner is breaking up with us and basically telling us, I'm just not into you anymore? So, Charissa, let me ask you this.
Yes.
What kind of a mindset are we in after someone has just told us that?
Okay, very good question. I love that, Ron. Let's go back and say that sadly, everyone in the world is going to have a breakup at some point, no matter what age, whether it's a long-term relationship, a marriage, an 8-year dating experience. Now, the mindset we're in, it's very sad because it's looked at as a loss of a sense of self, loss of one's whole world. And because it's a loss, it has to be part of bereavement. So there's anxiety, there's fear. Will I ever be loved again? Will I ever be able to move on? There's a lot of anxiety. And even if one saw it coming, we still feel like a part of us is lost. It's like a death, Ron, and it has to be mourned. Even if it was dysfunctional, it's still come to an end and it's not there anymore. And it needs to be processed.
Wow. Yeah, everything you're saying makes sense to me. I've been broken up with so many times. I can't ever remember doing the breaking up myself. And all of that is just so pertinent. Now, with that in mind, the $64,000 question, what can we do to move on?
Right, firstly, they're idiots to break up with you. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to do.
I agree.
Exactly, they weren't worthy of you.
Exactly.
So actually, that's something really relevant that we need to think of in breakups. So the first thing we've got to be careful about is rebound relationships. When you go from one to another, when you're covering up the pain and like you're showing everyone, I'm having the time of my life. I'm not grieving. We need to be careful of that it doesn't become a coping method, because at the end of the day, you're still alone and it's still painful and you still have to cope with it. And that can lead to alcohol, drugs, revenge, sex, and all kinds of dysfunctional ways of coping. Yeah. The other thing we must be very careful, because we need to process and work through it. So some people take too much time and to stay single, they withdraw from the world. And don't take too long, because you can become a recluse and you can enjoy the single life and you could be scared of any sacred, meaningful relationships, scared of commitment, scared of getting hurt. We must be careful of that, Ron. So here are some tips. Important to take time out. Work on your confidence. Work on your self-esteem. Think about things. Do some journaling. Try something new, because that brings in new energy. Get some counseling. Get some sleep. Eat properly. Self-care. Nurture yourself. Reassess the process. It's important. And until you feel secure in yourself, do not date. Otherwise, you're taking all that baggage into your new relationship. So get the confidence levels up. And remember, Ron, I'm sorry, I'm rattling on here.
Keep rattling on. I don't want to say a word, because it's so important what you're saying.
Yes, and remember, as Nina Simone said, remember to get up from the table when love is no longer being served. If that person wants to end it with you, are they worthy, as we've said earlier? And also remember, when something ends, you have to close the door in order for a new door to open. And with every heartache and pain, there's something new that comes in, Ron. If something wasn't meant to be, don't hold on to it for too long. Really, please. There's so much negativity and insecurities, that happen with that. So process it. Do things you've never done before. I'm nearly at the end now. Don't let someone break your soul. Yes. If they want to walk out of your life, let them. They're having the time of their life because they've walked out or with someone new. Don't sit there and be heavy too long. And my last little bit, John Cicada, one of my favorite musicians. I know you know him.
No, very well.
This is my mantra. Things are only as important as I want them to be.
Wow.
Remember that. That is powerful.
Perfect. What a perfect place to end this. Fantastic, Charissa. Can't thank you enough, as usual. Brilliant, brilliant advice. And my favorite, I have to say, if love is no longer being served, get up from the table. Isn't that just stunning?
Yes.
Charissa, you have a wonderful evening. I really, really appreciate your time with us. And don't ever leave me, okay?
I wish some other people would say that to me. I love it. Ron, I love your show. I love talking to you. I love your energy. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Take care, Charissa. And you have
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.